Welcome.
Welcome to Inner Community with Dantes Taylor and Anne-Marie P. Cock. I thank y'all for your prayers, your everything out there in this community for the time that I was off, and I'm back on radio again. I'm back. I've been out for a whole month with a what you call I had surgery on March 18th and all that, but I missed all my fans. I missed everybody. I missed them all dearly. But thank you for all your prayers, your thoughts, and everything else. Our Father, I thank you for just bringing us here today. As humble as I can be, Lord. I just thank you for everybody that's in my presence right now, Lord. Just anoint them all and let them get back home safe and sound with no harm or danger or where they're going in their destination today, Lord. I just thank you for UCP, Lord, that they open up a window for us to open up to do radio right now, Lord. I just thank you and give you the honor and the glory for everything that's going on in this sin-sick world. And I just thank you for one day to having that building that we want, that building that we want to start our own and get out there on our own for our own radio station one day, Lord. I just thank you for the co-hosts that I have, Lord, that we are working together to make it better out here and show people what's going on in this city of Cleveland, Ohio, and surrounding areas out here. I just thank you and give you the honor and the glory and turn it over to Anne-Marie Peacock.
Thank you, God, for bringing Dantes back in safely and healthy. Thank you, Jesus. Turn it over back to Dantes.
Our topic today is a very dear thing to me right now. The lead in Cleveland, Ohio, and surrounding areas. The lead the lead-based everything out here. You need to know that it's 90% kids that has lead, and it's only 10% that don't have lead. And if they tear a building down or a house down today or tomorrow, that they have to, we demand them to go out there and test the soil at their property and see if it's lead, so we can get the lead out of our communities and get them back, so we can get our communities back together and get these lead-based houses out of our neighborhoods and get our community back out here. Turn it over to Anne-Marie Peacock with our questions.
Please make sure you tear down the old buildings with lead, and make sure, parents, please make sure have your kids tested. Turn it back over to Dante.
Amy, give us a little insight.
So I was just going to ask, Anne-Marie, when you were reading the article last night, do you remember what's Cleveland doing to really kind of try to tackle this issue?
Mayor Jackson is trying to work with Cleveland councilmen and stuff.
Absolutely, you're right. So they started a coalition, right? It's called the Lead Safe Cleveland Coalition.
Yes, and I found out that they have some people out there that actually put petitions together to put it on the ballot to talk about it and go in and where they can go into these houses and get the landlords to try to clean it up or whatever they had to do, and they went and got the petition done and everything, and they said the words was right, and then when they brought it back to them, they said it wasn't right. It wasn't right or whatever. I think because they knocked it down is because they didn't have the money to help the people out there to help them clean it up.
Yeah. And I think it says the coalition's been meeting for about 10 months because they recognize that, across the country, unfortunately, lead is still an issue. but that Cleveland is a city that has higher numbers than most for children who are still testing positive for lead. It says, over the past 20 years, numbers have dropped dramatically, but Cleveland remained among the worst in the country.
That's true.
Where our children are poisoned 4 times more than the national average. So I'm glad you brought this up, Dantes, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize this was still an issue. When I was growing up, I knew it was, they were just started, but I'm old, but they started changing, there's a big deal about lead-based paint. And even when I was doing my house hunting, it was a big deal where, the inspectors that come in and do the inspections want to make sure that it was tested if the paint in the houses were old or other things in the houses were old, that they were being tested to make sure there was no lead. So, and it just cited that, I guess in 2015, the Plain Dealer did a whole series on this, and it kind of brought it to the forefront. So,
Yes.
And the president of a university tested kids also.
Yeah.
University Hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, because and if you're parents out there in our community, please go out there and take your kids to the doctor and get them tested and see how much lead is in their system right now. Because we need to know so we can help what we can do to change what's going on out here. And we only can change it. We can change it one day at a time. We can't change it the future right off. Back to Anne-Marie.
Exactly. Just please prevent this from happening.
Because why? What does lead do to kids?
Brain damage.
Right. It causes brain damage. It causes and then
learning disability.
Right.
And all that.
Right. So the brain damage can result in, especially when they're so young, it can result in developmental delays, other types of health problems. Right.
Yes.
Right.
So Anne-Marie, when you were reading, do you remember Clash? Do you guys remember in this article it talks about how they're cracking down on the landlords, right?
Yeah. Clash is the one that started the petitions.
Right. So it stands for, it's an acronym that stands for Cleveland Lead Advocates for Safe Housing.
That's right.
So they are trying to get, there's legislation going to be on the next ballot, and it's, there's a concerted effort around this issue.
Yes.
So they're cracking down on fines for slumlords, basically, that aren't willing to
change,
to take care of this problem.
Yeah. Y'all have any input on this?
I'm learning a great deal about this because, like Amy, I was of the impression that most of this was taken care of already. Again, looking at lead-based paints and looking at homes, I think we're pretty much in the same era of looking at our homes going, make sure we don't have lead-based paint in there. So it's shocking to hear that we are one of the worst cities in dealing with that. What I am positive about hearing, though, is that there's a couple organizations that have been put together to look into this to start addressing this issue. That's what's really important. And what you all are doing as well is bringing this to the forefront and letting other people know that this still exists. That's huge because most people probably, like Amy and myself, are thinking that this has been taken care of when it really hasn't.
Yeah, I really didn't know this because I used to stay in a old house, which our house got turned down a long time ago, but dealing with my disability, I never a couple times I touched the wall, but I think my mom makes sure that no old paint clear up or something. I guess I'm cool for right now. But it's a good thing Dantes brought this up.
Yeah, because if we don't bring topics like this up, we would it's a lot of people that would never know what's going on out here and what can harm our kids, and especially our adults too. It can harm everybody, not just the kids. And babies are coming in this world every day, not just one. Every day, babies are coming and born and born and born, and we got them. And when your baby come out, make sure you test that baby for lead and everything else, so we can make it better out here for our community.
Dantes, I was going to say, is that a good? Do you want to go to break? And I was going to say, when we come back,
Yeah.
maybe we can wrap up to let these guys know
Yeah.
about getting kids tested. There's some local universities that are really on
Yeah.
board as far as research, and some local hospital systems that are on board as far as really trying to educate parents.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we will be back with a commercial break and everything else. We'll have a commercial and everything else in our segment. I didn't know you did over there.
My mom.
Come on out in the city of Cleveland, Ohio for the 18th annual Gospel Fest Explosion 2019. It's going to be at Grace Temple Missionary Baptist Church at 10003 Reno Avenue in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. And we have a big old revival coming up. Yes, we have a big old revival. It's June the 19th. Wednesday, June the 19th, and it will be Ernie Harris. We'll be preaching the God-saving word the first night. The second night, we have a preacher from 79th and Kinsman. And on Friday, June the 21st, 2019, we have Sears Mitchell, and we will be doing on that night, on June 21st, will be Youth Night all over the city. At 7 p.m. nightly. And we have prayer, testimony, and healing will be going on. And we'll be finishing it with the 18th Annual Gospel Explosion 2019 that will be going on. Sunday, June the 23rd, 2019. Where doors open at 2, dinner starts at 2:30, and program starts at 4 to 8:30 p.m. Yes, we have the Grace Temple Missionary Baptist Church Junior Choir, and we have the Fleshman Singers. Yes, the Fleshman Singers are 4 young ladies, ages from 18 on down, and they are some young ladies that are powerful for the Lord and everything else. And our host will be the evangelist, Loa Swanson. For more information, you can contact Dantes Taylor at 216-624-0967. Or you can reach Sister Yolanda at 216-317-0367. And come on out. If you want to be a sponsor, anything, come on out and join us. Yes. And God bless. And if you want to be a sponsor of WUCP, you can care of Dantes Taylor at 10011 Euclid, Cleveland, Ohio 44106, or Amy Bedoja. Yes, we are looking for sponsors to sponsor our radio station and or any one of our shows. L&M Sports, In the Community with Dantes Taylor, or Yesterday and Today. So God bless and have a nice birthday. We hope that you can come out and help us out with this great endeavor we are trying to do. God bless.
All right.
Okay, we're coming back.
Wait, hold on. We want to recap. Okay, so just so you know, we're running over.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to just keep this next segment. Just hold on, Darian. Hold on one sec, please. What we were coming back and we're saying what? How are we recapping it?
Anne-Marie, do you have anything else to say about this topic?
Yes. Locally, Case University is joining in partner with Safe Lead
And what hospital system are they partnering with, Anne-Marie?
University.
Yeah, and specifically Rainbow Babies and Children's, right?
Yes.
And then I just because they found that cases started to do some preliminary studies, and that I guess it's the biggest problem is in low income neighborhoods because the houses haven't been refurbished. There's still some improvements that need to be made. So they're finding that the biggest problem is in low income neighborhoods. So they said that they started there, and 15% of the Cleveland Public School kindergartners have not even been tested. And then 20% of children who are eligible for Medicaid were screened between the ages of 1 and 2 years old as recommended. But so Rainbow Babies and Children, right? They're getting on board with this, Anne-Marie?
Yes.
And they're partnering with Case to try to remedy this and get Cleveland where we need to be as far as keeping our kids safe, right?
Yes.
And then Dantes, do you know how does it get into the body? Like, how does lead get into the body?
It can get in. It can get in by dust. It can get in by the water. It can get in by breathing the toxic air.
Right.
Too.
Right. So that it's not just, kids eating paint chips, right? I think, that used to be the big thing. Don't let kids eat paint chips. But it can be ingested just from dust. So if you are trying to clean it up and you're sanding walls and you're sanding lead-based paint, just breathing that in, especially for kids whose, immune systems aren't, they're compromised still. There's still the exposure for them that, they pick things up a lot quicker than adults do. So, trying to clean it up, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and all these old buildings that's around here. Once we tear them down, we need to send somebody in there to test the soil so we can know if it's lead in there and how we can clean up that lead quick as possible. We have to clean up quick as possible. Because if we don't, it's gonna get more and more and more and more in everybody's system out
Yes.
here, and it's gonna be terrible.
Right. So we just want to thank Cleveland.com because they a lot of the information that we got was from an article they did in February, and so trying to bring everybody up to speed and see how Cleveland is doing their part to try to remedy this situation.
Yes, and next week we are going to talk about we're gonna talk about how to get people up to the reading level. We're gonna talk about how to get people up to the reading level that we need to get to out here in our communities.
So
And
literacy rates? Is that
literacy rates, and we're gonna find out different resources that we have out there to help get this done, and we're going to do that the whole month of May.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to work on that because we need to get these rates up and make it better for our people in our community. Not just black, white. It's everybody we need to help. Not just black, white, Puerto Rican. We need to help everybody.
Right. All right. Great
And
topic today, guys. Thanks. You want to
God
take
bless,
us out?
and God bless you. And you have a nice day. And turn it back over to Anne-Marie Peacock for her last words.
Have a lovely weekend, and please go to church. God bless you.
And see you next week. Well, we have a great topic, and we're going to try to see if we can get some guests to come on here every week, so we can get this topic solved.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.